is Jake Muslin's status for tonight's game?
Muzz is going to play tonight.
He's going to play, and Matthews, you said, was more than likely leaning in that direction. I assume that's
Yeah, he's in as well. Yes.
And Wayne's not here?
Wayne is not here, no, and I don't have an update on that either in terms of when he'll be here, but he's not going to play tonight.
So we go with 7 defensemen?
We will be 11 forward, 7D tonight.
Will one of them play wing?
No, that's not my intention going in. We'll see how the game goes. If we need to spot somebody in, with the pace of the game and all that, but I'm not expecting it to be the case. So, as it works out, with Muslin coming back in, and Dermot's been a little bit under the weather too, it might work out well that way for our D.
What's the challenge Matthews, Marner, that line that have been rolling so well will face tonight against a line like Lindholm, Goudreau, and Kachuk?
The challenges are if they're going to be playing against each other, then it's going to be about a battle for the puck. Two lines that are really feeling it offensively and really driving things for their team. I think both lines or both teams, no matter who's playing against who, when they're on the ice, you're trying to keep the puck away from them and make them have to defend. So I think that's the greatest challenge for us, no matter who's playing against that Gaudreau line. And we talked about that this morning, but I would imagine very similar messaging is going on when you're going to play against Matthews and Marner.
Hey, Sheldon, what does Jake have to do, Muslin, to get back to that impactful defenseman that we know consistently, you think, in his game?
I think, first of all, I think the defensive pieces have really been there for him. I mean, he's been solid for us in that way. I think it's, some of his play with the puck, he's looking for some consistency there to move it out clean out of our end and get going. I think, that this reset here may turn into be a positive for him in that sense. Obviously, is the type of injuries. There's nothing positive about that, but the time off and with the All-Star break being in there, he hasn't missed as many games as he would have. But yet is a chance to sort of reset. He's had a lot of work on the ice, both in practice settings and with our skill development team, our player development team, I should say, and I think those things could help. I think it served Justin Hall well, just the same. I think we're looking for some consistency within that pair. So, we're really happy to have him back. He's a very important player for us.
You find a guy who's been through everything that Jake has, winning and all that sort of thing. When there are hiccups, does it come back a little faster? You think, given that experience tells you that it will? Or
I think so. I mean, he's a confident guy, and he's very self-aware. He knows when he's not at his best. So you don't have to say a lot to him, but I'm not too concerned about it. Like I said, he's a guy that knows what's happening and knows where he needs to be better. He wants to be better, but at the same time, we can't downplay the importance that he brings to our team. Even when he hasn't been at his best, he's still doing a ton of really good things that are helping us win hockey games.
I think we asked you this when you had to employ it last season, but when you're going 11 forwards and 7Ds, is there any advantage to doing that, or is that strictly you kind of have to do it in this situation kind of thing?
Well, I think where some of the advantage may lie, especially being on the road, is you can be a little less or a little more unpredictable, I should say, just in terms of how you're going to roll your lines, because we are going to, you'll mix things up, you'll move guys around a little bit here and there, and at times when you're expecting, Engvall, Spezza, and Simmons. Well, maybe it's going to be Engvall, Matthews, and Spezza. So you can move things around that way, and kind of makes the opposition maybe have to be a little more mindful of that. Yeah, the negative, of course, is it really kind of disrupts your bench. You lose rhythm, and sometimes that's a good thing because the guys are just rolling and all that. But more often than not, the players like consistency. So that's something for me to balance here today. But I think in the short term, there's no issues with it.
Do you guys have to be more patient against the team coached by Darryl Sutter, do you think, Sheldon, or how does that work?
Well, I don't know if patience is the right word, but we certainly have to, when our opportunities are there, we got to make good on them because they're going to be hard to come by. But this team here, they're not just a team that defends very well. They're a team that offensively is thriving. Their best people in particular are dominating games. So they present a lot of challenges for us for sure. I mean, we had focused a lot on the Carolina game and preparing for that and knowing what we were going to expect. But this team here is similar in nature in terms of the fact that they make it really difficult on you to score, and they're in your face and they're competitive. Yet they counter very well on the offensive side of it, just the same. Their penalty killing is extremely strong. So a lot of similarities there from what we had to prepare for with Carolina.
What's the difference in your mind of how Calgary's playing this year to give them success as opposed to what you saw against them last year?
The thing that stands out to me is just their best players, just the way that they're playing. They just seem like they've got renewed confidence, and those guys, just the way they're driving things. You know, they were playing really tight and really good defensively towards the end of last season, but the offensive piece to match it wasn't there. Their best guys weren't playing with the same level of confidence and swagger that they seem to be now.